What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I was going to try to go home, but Arlington PD's out here in force. I hear sirens in the back. They've already called for backup. That's funny. Oh, no, that's an ambulance. Never mind. I shouldn't flatter myself so much, huh? What's up, Michelle? What's up, that guy, Scott? Hey, Raj. Saddle Tramp. Grams Beth, Bill, Michael Malloy, Tuck, John, Westside Accountability to Robert, 10 Lizzie. What's up, M-Star? Hey, Carol Franklin. Tough Cuff. Yeah, hit that like button if you guys would. Now this is probably backup coming right now. Oh, no, that's another ambulance. So these guys are on a mission to get a quota tonight, apparently. This is the same guy that I just came across a minute ago. This guy's weird. This guy's not normal. Hey, shut the fuck up and do your job, pig. Okay? Shut the fuck up and do your job, pig. Pig, listen. Shut up and do your job. Dumbass. Get the fuck out of here. He is pissed and triggered, dude. Oh my gosh, that dude is triggered. Dude, I guess he's used to these Hispanics and these black people in Arlington, like just kowtowing to him. Like he's never had anybody like just not automatically obey his unlawful authority. He wanted to try to threaten me when the stop is over. Are you kidding me, dude? Wow, I've never been threatened after the traffic stop was over. Like he has no lawful authority once the traffic stop is over. Wow, that's crazy. All right, guys. He's gonna come over here and see if he wants to try to threaten me again. What a dumbass, dude. Talk about being triggered. And he has a gun and a weapon. And that's what's dangerous. This guy seems very unstable. He seems off too. Like he seems very weird. Wow. Arlington PD is definitely out of control. I guess, what's his name? Turner. What's his name? The Patusai. What's his first name? I thought he had tamed these wild animals, these wild pigs years ago. But I guess, uh, you know, when you're not held accountable, then these pigs run out of control. Philip Turner, thank you. You know, I thought Philip Turner had trained these guys, but apparently they need more training out here because these officers in Arlington PD habitually misbehave. And as you can clearly see, that officer just threatened my life when the traffic stop was over. I mean, I say that because they're willing to justify murder for an unlawful, or even sometimes a lawful directive. Like me, I would never think of murdering somebody because I told him not to cross that line right there, and then the guy, took 5 steps across that threshold. I would never be willing to murder somebody over that, but these guys are all too anxious to murder people. You can clearly see it in their behavior, and they're backed by their fellow officers, which is nothing new. So all these so-called good police officers sit back and do nothing. They're just as corrupt and evil as the ones pulling the trigger. So it truly is a whole department. And there he goes again. So these guys are definitely out of control. Wow. This is where it all started, man. Philip Turner came here years ago and whipped these guys in shape, but apparently not. Oh, he just stopped somebody else. Let's go up here, guys. Yeah, we got a little joggy jog. Yeah, he just pulled someone else over. We'll go get him. We'll go get him because they need it. All right, stay with me, guys. Gotta catch up to him. I'm fat and out of shape. Just bear with me, people. I'm out of shape. Oh man, I just had to run like half mile, maybe even a mile. Whew. This guy's on a mission, man. So I know a lot of you guys don't know, but back in the 20th century, Texas, the state of Texas had the cheapest rate per prisoner per day, by far nationwide. Because what the state of Texas would do is they would give the billy club and the gun to the inmates in the pod. They would assign a couple inmates to be an overseer, to be a master over the other slaves. I mean, the inmates. So they had the slaves ruling the slaves so they can hold more prisoners. Because nationwide, there for a few years, I forget what years, there was a huge drop off in prisoners in state penitentiaries, in federal penitentiaries, because people just couldn't afford it. The government couldn't afford to keep so many people locked up. It was too expensive. But the state of Texas came up with a brilliant idea. I don't say brilliant, but it's brilliant if you like keeping people in cages and enslaving people. But what the state of Texas did, like I said, they had inmates, guard other slaves, other inmates. And so they were able to keep their cost per prisoner per day in detention very low, like way below average, like not even close. Like 15% of what it would cost other states to keep prisoners in prison. And why I bring that up is because you give these people, right? So this guy, his family, his mom and dad, he was only like one generation away from his mom and dad out there marching with Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King. If they did, his mom and dad were probably out there calling the cops on Rosa Parks, calling the cops on people that wanted to drink out of the whites only water fountain, wanting to use the bathroom, even though it said whites only. So his mom and dad were the ones probably calling the cops on the blacks that were trying to gain their independence and freedom. Just by his demeanor and how he hates freedom and accountability, I bet you his family was nowhere near Memphis or St. Louis or Chicago or any of those places where they were black people were trying to fight for their freedoms just a few generations ago. His family were house slaves, or the ones calling the cops on Rosa Parks, and probably saying, "How dare you? How dare you not obey the law? Like just obey the law." And they were probably encouraging these police officers to sick their dogs on them, to maim people, just fire randomly and kill people. So that's this officer. We know his type, right? When you saw the George Floyd video, he's probably the officer over there rooting on the officer Chavez. He's like, "Yeah, Chavez, get that fucking nigger, get that fucking guy. He should be obeying the law." He was probably rooting for the Chavez and the other 3 or 4 officers on scene. Like, get that dude. How dare he disrespect my authority? Not the guys out here marching and protesting for rights and accountability. I don't think he called for backup this time. His partners are probably out running amok too. They've got a quota to fill. But it just makes me sick when people that know better, or should know better, behave like this.
Okay, sir, I'm gonna tell you again,
Hey,
okay?
shut up and do your job, bro. Listen, shut up and do your pig. Fucking pig, shut up and do your job. Pig, shut up and do your job, fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, motherfucker.
Thank you.
So he's having them sign something. I don't know if that's going to be a citation or a warning. Because like I said, in the state of Texas, you can give people warnings. And they still sign it. So CFW just got a ticket out here in Arlington, and they gave her a handwritten carbon copy citation. They didn't give her a digital one like this guy has. Dude, this guy is so triggered, man. I don't see his backup. I think the police station is only like a mile off the road, if that. Turn off your light, dumbass! No blinker. I'm telling you, man, these guys are sovereign citizens to the tilt. He can't help himself, you know what I mean? And it truly is sad. He should be fighting for everybody's rights. You know, black people in this country have been oppressed from day one and have not had equality. Women have been oppressed. Did you know as late as, I think it was 1978, if you were a woman in this country, you were not allowed to have your own checking account, savings account at the bank. You had to have your husband, your father, a brother. You had to have a male signature in order to do business at the bank. As late as 1978, people. So when I see oppressed, people that have been oppressed for generations and centuries out here participating in this shit, my blood boils, you know what I mean? Like my heart starts racing because of all people in this country, they should be the first ones not trying to oppress people, not trying to put people in cages, not trying to kidnap people and hold them ransom. You know what I mean? And for them to think that they can just arbitrarily, you know, arrest you or make up laws. You know, like you can get arrested for what, jaywalking, right? So like if I was to walk right here, because I'm within 100, because I'm within 100 feet of a crosswalk, that fucking pig would probably be all more too happy to give me a citation, and he'd probably arrest me. He'd probably tase me and beat me, might even kill me. Like, I seriously believe that dude has hate in his heart. Would not surprise me if later in his career I find that he did kill somebody. And even if mainstream media decides to run with the story, a lot of times, as we know, what they put in the police report, the live report, is what the media generally runs with, and what DA decides to prosecute and not prosecute with. So all they have to do is lie in their live report, their police report, and they're covered. And as long as their buddy, their cohort, as long as they conspire and write down the same lie on their document, then they're good to go. Because you know internal investigations is not going to do their job, and you know the chief of police is not going to do his job, and you know the mayor and the city council, they're not going to do their job. They're not going to keep these guys in check. So they get away with murder. They get away with doing whatever they want. Same thing. Sorry, guys. I'll have to go back and read the chat later. I don't know if these fucking pigs might try to do a sneak attack on me. So I got to keep, like, this is, like, for real. I got to worry about bootlickers. I got to worry about rogue pigs out here. And I'm sure that's everywhere. But it seems like some departments in some cities are more dangerous and more out of control than others. And I would say Arlington is definitely out of control. Because as you see, that's these 3 cases where those officers were fired and charged with manslaughter or murder. That's just the ones we heard of. So it's a routine thing here, It's not just some random rogue officer. It's like they're inbreds. Like they can't help. They're like a pack of wild fucking dogs that are out of control. Like they really are a herd of swine, a wild herd of swine. That's what they are. They're a wild herd of swine that have gone unchecked far too long. Oh, what's up, everybody? So exhausted. I had to run like a mile to get to that stop. That dude wants to arrest me so bad. He's probably gonna go home. Dude, I feel bad. He's probably gonna go home and beat his wife and beat his kids and his dog. I honestly, like, in my heart, I do feel bad because I know, I've seen the anger. I don't know if you can see it. I have static recording too. So I know, I see the evil in his heart, and I feel for his wife because he legitimately probably is gonna go home and, put hands on her. So I feel bad, it's not my intention to entice him to go home and beat his wife or his kids, but that's just the byproduct of his behavior, not my behavior, because I was just going to be quiet and film. But as you see, they've sent out a memo nationwide. I'm not sure if it's Homeland Security or if it's the union, probably both, but they've sent out memos recently, and they want to make sure that they push us so far back that we can't get audio and video, because they can still lie on their police report if we don't have the audio. So if they push us back 20, 30, 40, like let's just say they do want to tase somebody or beat somebody up, they can still beat them up knowing that we're not going to get the audio. So they could just say, hey, the citizen threatened me or the citizen assaulted me. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? So that's why it's so critical. And we already have state law. Philip Turner came here to this very city. Well, I guess it's Fort Worth is where that case law originated from, but Fort Worth's just a few miles up the road. But Philip Turner already did all the hard work here. Or, well, there should have been all the hard work. He created state law saying that we have the right to record public officials in their official duty. And that includes audio and video, or by whatever means we want. Like I can come out here with the spreader and come out here and do shorthand. I can do whatever I want to try to document government officials and actors. But this department seems like it's a mission for them just to do whatever they want. And they continually show us that they're out of control. They got a new chief of police here. I don't think he's any better than any other chiefs. No, Philip Turner case law came out of Fort Worth, if I'm not mistaken. The officer that was in that case, Turner versus Driver, I think Officer Driver was out of Fort Worth. And if I'm not mistaken, I thought he lost his job. But here's the thing, too. Just because you lose your job doesn't mean diddly. Because, he can go work for Tarrant County Sheriff's, or he could just hop over state line or city lines, and he can come over here to City of Arlington. And usually when you murder somebody or kill somebody or beat somebody up or get disciplined in a manner like that, usually the other department will reward you for it. It'll give you a bonus and a moving stipend and other bonuses to try to, reward you for your bad behavior. See, that's the problem. Our government and the unions reward these psychopaths, these maniacs, rather than disciplining them and holding them accountable. AX Bootlicker, John, Lacey R. Hey, Defend. Michael Malloy. Hey, Noli D, thanks for being in here. Man, I can't believe how out of control this department is. And as you see, even if that lady thinks she's a good police officer, she stood by and did nothing while he threatened me. And like I said before, they're willing to murder you over unlawful and lawful directives. They don't give a damn. The fact that you even respond with anything other than yes sir, no sir, and don't lick the boots, that to them, in their mind, their mindset, they're already thinking, how can I hem this guy up? How can I kidnap him? How can I tase him? How can I murder him? See, not me. That's not how I think. I'm not out here trying to hurt anybody. I'm not out here trying to hurt my fellow citizens, my neighbors, people in other cities. But these guys are. That's what they do. They enjoy doing it. As soon as they get the opportunity, that's what they look for. Oh, here goes another stop. I guess it's a good thing I didn't kill the live stream. It's right up here, guys. Stay with me another couple minutes while I run up here. And we got the light. I'm gonna get a workout today.
I'm gonna remind you once again, you're passing your line right there. You're passing your line. I'm gonna race it for extreme public duties, okay?
This one right here? Hey, pig, this one?
That one right there. You're not allowed to cross the line once you get arrested.
What's your problem, bro? I'm gonna be quiet and try to get the audio, guys. So, sorry for being silent. But yeah, there's something seriously wrong with this guy. Dude, he's seriously gonna hurt somebody one day. And he's probably, like I said, he's probably going to go home and beat his wife and his kids. And I truly feel sorry for them. And I apologize to him. I don't even know him. But I feel bad. Like this officer in Unit 260, mom and kids, I do apologize from the bottom of my heart that your husband and father is going to go home and behave the way he does out here in the field. So I'm sorry. I mean, what is it, like 50% of police officers abuse their wives or their spouses? So here's one of the 50% right here, guys. Here's one of the 50% to go home and beat their wives, their spouses. I'm just here for your safety. I'm talking to my audience, bro. Mind your business and do your work. So the Arlington PD right now has multiple officers that have murdered citizens that have been arrested for it that are still walking free. So this city is very dangerous. These pigs are out of control. The trial for Bao Tran hasn't even started yet. So we're going on almost 3 years. He asked her to roll up this window. What a douchebag. See, guys? See how critical it is for us to be able to record both video and audio? Like, look how far this guy's going to make sure that I don't get the audio on this recording. It's because they want to try to prove a point that they're willing to use violence and force in order for us not to exercise our freedoms. And our rights. My rights! You're violating my rights! Yeah, his car number, Blue Ivy, is number 260 or 280. Looks like 6, so 260. I don't know, the lady won't talk to me. What'd you get pulled over for?
Hey, sir, you gotta go, sir. You gotta go.
What'd you get pulled over for? Come here, talk to me, please. Okay. Hey, pig, shut the fuck up and do your job! Where's your blinker, asshole? Get the fuck out of here! No blinker. He didn't even have his lights on. Did you guys see that? Now he's running a red light. Dude. I guess we'll walk a mile up this way, because I'm sure he's going to pull someone else over up here. What a douchebag, man. It's funny to see how triggered he is. He's like, he walked to the other side of the car and made the lady roll up her window on that side. But I don't fault her. She didn't want to talk to me. I don't blame her. Like, you could tell that guy's out. She's like, I just want to get the hell out. I want to get the hell out of here. So I get it. I get it. I'm not even mad. You know what I mean? Like, he's willing to do violent stuff, and she could tell. Her spidey senses went up. Like, she's like, my butthole might get touched. And she's not wrong. Her spidey senses, she was right this time. Like, this cop is psycho. I don't want to get a ticket. I don't want to get my butthole touched. I just want to get clear of this psycho maniac. That's funny. That's actually how you should respond when you come to a psycho, out of control pig. Because that psycho out of control pig, well, even if you're like lawfully detained on a traffic stop, you probably should lick the boots, because he's probably willing to murder you over the slightest incident. You know, she didn't want to be another Sandra Bland. So I don't blame her. She didn't want to get Sandra Blanded. And I'm all for that. You know, she had to do what she had to do. Her spidey senses went off. And she was right. Her spidey senses were correct. That guy's a psychopath. And she's just wanting to do everything she can just to get out of the situation. And she did that. So kudos for her. She followed his unlawful directions. He had her roll up the window on my side so I couldn't get the audio at the end of the traffic stop. But, you know, she's not wrong. She has very good intuition. I applaud her for that. I definitely applaud her for that. So I feel bad for her. You can tell she didn't want to be there. You could tell that she didn't feel safe with him around. her body language, and it might be hard to see in her eyes. I'm static recording, so I'll get better audio and video on my other stream. Yeah, you can just see the look in her eyes that, she's like, I'm being held hostage. I don't want to be here. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get out of this situation. And I'm right behind her, Free citizens of Texas, 3rd Rangers lead the way. Come on now, David. We don't lick the boot. We swallow the whole damn thing. Pepper Brooks said, I wish I knew how to put where the piggies are in ways for that area. There, yeah. He breaks 4 laws in order to enforce the same thing. Yeah, we already have evidence that he's not using his blinker. He didn't have his headlights on when he pulled out in traffic. Looks like there's another stop over there I just missed. That's all right. These guys are out of control. Let me turn it around. There's a police officer right over there. So Carolina, this is like kind of her turf. This road right here, I guess, the speed limit. Oh yeah, right here. See, look. The speed limit sign it's only 35 miles an hour. Speed limit's only 35 miles an hour, so more likely he's probably pulling all these people over for speeding. He's probably pulling all these people over for speeding. But if you can see his blue lights right over there. But these road pirates, these criminal welfare whores, these sovereign citizens, man, they're out of control here in Arlington, I'm telling you. No blinker again. I mean, and like I said, guys, not using a blinker might be annoying. Unless you cause somebody bodily harm or damage to their property, not using a blinker, I mean, it's annoying, but it's not going to bother me, you know what I mean? But that guy right there and these other pigs, they're willing to kidnap you, they're willing to extort you, they're willing to kill you, they're willing to pepper spray you, they're willing to stick a dog on you, they're willing to do all sorts of evil and bodily harm on you for not using a blinker, for not having your headlights on at night, for not using a blinker, you're turning switching lanes, running a yellow light, running a red light, they're the ones willing to kill, murder, maim, hold hostage, kidnap us for those very so-called crimes. I'm not. I would never want to extort somebody. I would never want to kill somebody. I would never want to tase anybody, pepper spray anybody. I would never want to stick a dog on somebody for not using a blinker or having expired tags. That's not me. But that's what they do. No, I refuse to give police military terms. You're a police officer, you're a public servant, you're a supervisor, you could be a manager. That's about it. Unless you're in the military, I'm not going to address you as military, in military terms. That's part of the problem. MD, I've noticed how many more people now forgot to turn lights on because these new blinding LED lights, they don't realize they need to be on. Yeah. All right, guys, it looks like he went to a new area. I am going to kill a live stream. We're 43 minutes in. If I see something else, I'll go live. I really do appreciate y'all coming in. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace out.